don't even know how old second grade is. Nobody told me. I'm just like, where did he get that? Was it a dare? I like to think he probably heard it at home or some version of it. But I have a wild imagination, so I like to think it was probably his mom saying it to his dad. You've been gone from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., you big fat asshole. I could use a little help. Especially from 5 to 6 when you're probably out sucking dicks. Try to come home again at 3 or 4, I'm gonna shut the door in your big fat asshole face. Oh, Jonathan, I'm sorry you had to see that. That is his real name. I've left it his real name in case he needs to find me. I want to know the truth. He should be making his way onto the stand-up scene any day now, and I'll ask him myself. She also did the high school chorus, and that was after school, so I would go over there so I wouldn't have to have a babysitter. And she would have the chorus up on the risers, and I would be in the aisles doing cartwheels and back walkovers and splits and stuff, trying to get the high school boys' attention. I had crushes on all of them. They were up here singing their hearts out. It was hot. And I don't know, I was probably in like 3rd or 4th grade. You're a gymnast when you're young because you're unaware of the many ways that your neck can break. And there's a lot of benefits to being a gymnast. You know, you're strong, you're flexible, the leotards and stuff. My mom used to describe my legs as tree trunks, which I tried to explain was damaging. But now I love it. Yeah, you could parkour off these babies. I'm probably gonna end up doing a open leg casket. So, chorus is up here. I'm in the aisles. I have a huge crush on this baritone named Tim. And my mom makes the mistake of letting Tim babysit for me. Very dangerous. For him, my love language is sexual harassment. Most of the time he spent babysitting me was just like stiff-arming the top of my head. Like, while I was like, trying to touch his junk. We were an all-female household. I had curiosities. But Tim was very good to me. He took me to the gas station to get candy. He got me a stuffed elephant one year for my birthday. Point is, good guy. And then that could have been his laugh. Recently, I actually ran into Tim at the grocery store at Dorothy Lane Market. Some fans of the Killer Brownie. So Tim and I were catching up, and he's like, B, oh my gosh, it's been ages. And we were talking and chatting, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for everything that you're up to. And then Tim asked me out on a date. Thank you. And I just looked at him and I said, if you didn't want me then. Bit of a pedophile joke. I think it was fun. You have to be careful with pedophilia because you can catch it just by touching a kid. So we had guinea pigs growing up, and we kept them in our garage, and in the hot Ohio summers, they absolutely died in there. And my sister reminded me, we named one of the pigs Brownie, which in retrospect is extra sad. She was out there straight bacon at 375. And my mom felt awful, okay? So she let us give him a proper burial in the backyard. And me and my sisters took those hard-bodied pigs, not like ripped, but like rigor mortis hard. And we buried him in the easiest place to dig. We put him right in the sandbox. And then a couple of neighborhood dogs came along, snarfed him right up. It was a tragedy all around. And I really feel like it could have been avoided if we just had a dad. I don't know what dads do, but I assume it's regulate the garage temp. They're always in there, tinkering around, planning their escape. No, my dad didn't escape as much as he was asked to leave. Escorted off the premises. Some of you know this about my dad. When I was little, he moved down to Orlando, Florida to become an actor, which is not where you go. He did land a few gigs. He was an extra in the television series of Swamp Thing. He was a truck driver in that. And that's it. And they took things into his own hands, started his own business, and now he's in the sign spinning biz. He calls it live roadside commercials or character directionals. He likes to devise a character and then present it to the cars. He's a leprechaun in front of this Irish pub called the Kerryman, for example, and the rest of his characters are available on his website. So we grew up, around a lot of costumes, like thrifting and going to Ray's Circus of Value and stuff. For example, like he loves a morph suit. You know what those are? It's like what Olympic speed skaters wear, but there's like no hole cut for your face. So you're just like in a single Lycra suit, just one color, head to toe, no skin showing. He wears an orange one in front of the Orange Julius. I don't know how the silhouette of my dad's penis sells smoothies, but that was a bit of a tongue twister, and I really got through it. Silhouette of my dad's penis sells smoothies. He heard me say that, and he was like, I wear shorts over it. I'm family friendly. It doesn't rain that often in Orlando, and he called me one time after a shift. He said there was a sudden downpour, and I almost waterboarded myself. I was like, I couldn't breathe. It was stuck to my face. My fingers are covered. The zipper's on the back of my head. I nearly died. I was like, I had to get into the car. I was so embarrassed. I was like, it's only embarrassing when it's wet? Or